Hey, although it's not absolutely essential that you use MAMP, LAMP or WAMP for creating a WordPress theme, it is more or less essential if you don't want to go mad, because you can create a WordPress theme locally, do all the CSS, all the page templates, everything on your own computer. You just have to save the files and you don't have to wait for the files to upload onto a remote server in order to test it out. It's always best to start off using the local host to develop a website. As I've got a Mac, I'm going to be using MAMP. Obviously, if you've got a Windows PC, you'll be using WAMP. If you're on Linux, you'll use LAMP. Okay, but here is MAMP. So we'll Google MAMP, and there it is, mamp.info, and we'll download the free version. And it's quite a large file here, about 140 meg, but this is the zip that I just downloaded from the MAMP site. So double click on it, and double click on that, and run through the prompts for the installer. Been installed successfully. So we go into our applications, there it is, and go start servers. And this is the welcome screen that is opened every time you open MAMP, and this says that it's all working and the database can be administered with phpMyAdmin. And there's your databases. So the next thing I have to do now is download a version of WordPress. Go to wordpress.org and download. And here is the most recent version of WordPress. We're going to double click that to unzip it. There it is with all the familiar files. And what we do is put this into the MAMP folder. So that's in Applications, MAMP, htdocs. So we'll put WordPress in there. If we go to Open Start page again and phpMyAdmin, let's create a new database and call it WordPress. So if you go to the local host, which you can go to by opening the start page and then deleting all of this, so the URL is localhost:8888, and there you'll see the WordPress file that we put in. So if you click on that, it will see that you haven't configured WordPress yet, so you need to configure it correctly. And here's how we do that. Click on Create a Configuration File. Let's go. So the database name is WordPress. Remember, we put that in when we created the database in phpMyAdmin. That could have been any name at all. You could have called it Dog Cherry or something like that. And username is root. Password is root. These are the default settings for MAMP. You just submit that and run the install. And there, WordPress is already set up. You can give the site the title. Of course, we're going to call this something like test. The username, usually you don't use admin because that's a security concern, because it's the default admin username. But in this case, it doesn't really matter. I don't think security is really an issue as it's all on your computers. So I'll add my email address and get WordPress to make up the password and just install WordPress. And there's my username and password, which I'll of course copy. Add the username and password that we were just given just now and log in. And here is WordPress successfully installed. So if you open a new tab and go to localhost WordPress, there is the site with the default theme, and you can now use this install of WordPress as you wish. You can install new themes, you can install plugins and create your theme in the local environment. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for listening. This has been Rob from robcubban.com. Goodbye.